Students, in control statement chapter of Python, as I mentioned in the previous video also, that we have three parts: selection statements, iterative statements, and jump statement. In the previous video lecture, I had explained you what is the meaning and what is the purpose and how to use it about the selection statement. Now we will go through the iterative statement. But in iterative statement, there are two types of iterative statements we have. One is for loop and another is while loop. In the previous classes, you had gone through these loops, but what we'll try to see the things in quite deep and quite clarity. Technically, we will try to understand these things from the different angles. In for loop, we will use extensively a function called range function. This range function is very important and it is used not only in the loop but also in the different areas of the programming of Python. In the range function, we need to get the list of data for the iteration. Iteration, as we understand, it is the repetition of the same task for certain number of times or for certain values. For that, we will understand this range function. Its syntax is like something range. Now you can see it is clearly mentioned start, stop and step. So these are the three arguments we can pass in the range function. But in the first line itself, you can see it is mentioned as range stop. Means minimum to minimum, we need to pass the stop value. Hey students, what we are talking about start, stop and step until unless we understand what exactly start, stop and step is. See, for that we need to understand the list. A list is set of values enclosed in square bracket like 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not necessary a list will have all the values numeric. It can have all the values character, string or mixed also. All possibilities are there. But for starting, we will consider all the values as numeric, especially integers. So suppose I need to get this data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or let's say 1, 6, 11, 16 and 21. Those who have studied mathematics of class 10th, they understand the word arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is like this only. We have multiple numbers in sequence and the difference between the two consecutive number is same. So if we need to get this kind of series generated, we will use range function. So we use range. Start is from where we need to start the generation of number. Stop is till what number we need to generate the numbers, and step is what should be the common difference. So if I say 1, 10, 5 or let's say 3, it means I need to start the number generating from 1 till 10 on a gap of 3. So what number will come? 1, then 4, then 7. Ideally it should have 10, but 10 is excluded. So stop is before stop we need to stop ourselves. What will happen if I write this much only and will press enter? It will give the same thing. Then how will I come to know that those numbers what we are talking right now are getting generated? For that I need to use a function called list, which will return the result in a list format. See, it has generated the number 1, 4 or 7. Instead of 3, if I have used word number 2, then it would have come 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. What will happen if I don't use the starting value? See, if I don't use the first number, it doesn't mean that I'm not using the start number. It is in use because it is taking the two arguments. The two arguments, 10 is the first number, 3 is the last number. 10 is the start, 3 is the stop number. If I do this thing, I will get an empty list because starting from 10, next number I will not get going towards 3. Because that step, that common difference was by default 1. So instead of this, if I had gone like this, fine. Then I will get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because if I'm not giving the step, if I'm not giving the common difference, it is by default 1. Now I'm taking another example. I'm giving only single number, the first one. So that is a stop. From where it will start? So the default starting point in numbers also, you know, it is 0. So this will give me 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So list range 6 is equivalent to range 0, 6. So if we mention 0, it's okay. If we don't mention, then also it is okay. So if we pass 3 values, it will start from the first value, like in the first example. So this is the starting point, this is the stop, and this is the common difference or step. If I pass only 2 values, then this is the starting point, this is the ending point, and common difference or step is 1. If I'm giving you one value only, what will happen? It means starting point is 0, ending point is 6, and common difference is 1. Some people may ask, what if I want to start from 0? I want to reach to certain number with a common difference, say 2 or 3 or so. Then I need to mention that number specifically, that 0, and then I will get the value 0, 3, 6 and 9. So there is no possibility I can give a stop and I can give a step. If I am giving this thing, computer will understand stop as the start and end as the step as the end. What if I pass on these values as decimal? Will this work? Really not. In this scenario, it won't work. If I say 3.5 or here I say 10.25, it will give an error because it doesn't understand float. So can't we have a float number? Yes, we can have. For that we have a different functions, and that is not in your syllabus. You can talk to me about that offline. What about, is it always these numbers are positive only? No, They can be negative also. Let's say if I need to go for 15 to 10 on a gap of -2, I will get -15, -13, -11. Not only the step, but the numbers can also be negative. Here the answer came empty because starting from 5 in the negative direction will never reach to 10. But for the same, instead of -2 step, if I give +2 step, what will happen? Then I will get the desired value. Even if I write range -20, -10, 3, then also I will get the values in the same fashion. So these numbers start, stop, step. This can be positive integer or negative integers. Result may come as some values or may not come, depends on the possibles. And the third point is there cannot be have a float number. Let's take one more example. 10, 10, let's say 2. Will it give any value? Any wild guess? Starting from 10 but before 10. No, it won't give any value. So this is the point. Another thing is here, can we have a list of numbers generated from the characters? Yes, we can have. So I say list range. My starting is small a till small p. This I want. Will I get anything here? No, because then it will expect an integer. And this small a, small p enclosed in single inverted comma are string. So how to handle this thing? I will use ORD function. Now I will get the list for the different characters. For each of these values, if I write chr function for these values, this will give me appropriate characters. These are the different ways we can handle the list functions. List function at your level is up to this much only. In the senior classes, let's say professional courses, you will have much better and different aspect of range functions. Till then, beta, God bless you all. Do study hard and learn it properly.